Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Epic or Trash. And once again, I am greeted by my lovely guest, the Sheriff Cunt Brigade. Say hello.
Howdy.
And Detective Irish Dumbass. Say hello.
Hello, everyone. Also, go screw yourself, Slug.
Right off the bat, that's awesome. Today, we're going to be reacting to Attorney Reacts. Yes, that's why we're reacting to another one, because they actually do have awesome videos. And this one's about Grandma gets a DUI with the grandson in the car. That's... oh boy. Where do we even begin on that one?
The first fucking shot. I'm not drunk.
You know what I'm doing right now? This is going to be the thumbnail for the video. We're already starting off with the thumbnail joke because
I'm not drunk.
I have to. I'm sorry.
I ain't drunk yet.
I'm not drunk. I swear. That bottle of whiskey ain't mine.
Oh God, I'm scared to see.
I didn't sell it myself.
I am scared to see how this goes. So before we start the video, I just want to say, if anyone wants to join the Discord server and hang out with us and have an amazing time and watch movies, hit up the Patreon. $2 a month gets you into the Discord server, but only until September, and then it hikes back up to $5. If you want to support the channel by other means, I have a Streamlabs link. Very soon I'm going to be rolling out merch too. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it through Patreon or Streamlabs. I'm still looking into it, but soon I'm going to be rolling out merch. And make sure you check out my live streams too. 2 nights a week. I haven't decided exactly which days I'm going to stream, but I'm going to start streaming 2 nights a week. So other than that, without much further ado, let's start the video.
No. Hang on. I did have this one joke before you started. That's not my wine bottle.
I'm not. I haven't drank anything.
It used to be a water bottle.
What the f are you doing?
Oh God, right off the bat.
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P H I N.
A cop's discovery of a car in a ditch leads to a grandmother being arrested for DUI. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Attorneys React. I'm Uncivil Law for Attorneys React. Let's go ahead and get started with this.
The whole family lives together on Curtis Street there in Hatley, but I got the kid and the dog in my squad for now.
So let's. I'm going to read the legal themes underneath there. For anyone who's not catching it, it says the legal themes in this video is DUI, child endangerment, and resisting. This.
Well, imagine having to explain to your daughter that you endangered your kid.
Or the father.
Honestly, if I was a fucking parent and one of the grandparents were babysitting and went off the fucking road, yeah, I'd have a problem.
Oh, a problem wouldn't begin to describe that in that particular situation, but
I'd go no contact.
I wouldn't blame you. I legitimately would not blame you for that one. But let's continue.
That is a car in a ditch, my friends. Can't not be denied.
Right, and I'm concerned because you have how old is Jasper?
3.
So you have a 3-year-old in the car with you.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
That's not necessarily ideal.
Trying to back up.
Probably shouldn't have the 3-year-old in the car.
For my peace of mind, I want to check to see if you are okay to drive.
Fine.
Is that something that you are willing to do?
Fine.
Can you take your glasses off and put them on the car? Have you had a head injury in the past 24 hours?
Oh no.
Okay.
We're gonna pause it real quick. Oh, that face. The lawyer is right there. He's just fucking look at his face. He's like, oh God. I hate to be the guy who has to defend this.
Drunk.
Oh.
We don't even need the test, boys.
Holy
Can
Jesus.
smell her from here.
Holy Jesus. Look at her face.
No, instead of brewing alcohol, let's just distill her blood.
So, Irish, have you ever gotten this drunk?
I can realize when I'm fucked. I've never gotten so drunk that I drove off the road, but I have gotten drunk and I could go over 150 down a fucking highway and I can make it to my destination.
So just for legal purposes, that's a joke. We're not being serious. And don't argue with me on this one. We're not. It is a joke. We are just making jokes at this stupid lady's expense. Yes, that's right. Donald AJ is back.
I have never been that drunk on the road.
I've never drank and drive.
But I've never driven off the road. I've never caused an accident.
Even though I've had 15 bottles of wine, and I banged your mom on Xbox Live.
I was getting a blowjob by Melania when I hit that stop sign.
I was getting a blowjob from your mom.
I was just enjoying myself.
I was getting a blowjob from your mom on Xbox Live, and that's why I'm in a ditch.
And that's our segue to Gamergate.
And by the way, the sponsor of this video is Gamergate.
Oh, also join CJ.
And pick Eric, because why not?
Oh my God! Yes. Let's continue. Oh, Eric's gonna. I need to put Eric in the thumbnail of this video just to fuck with him. Just so that way.
What the hell are you doing, man?
I'm gonna take a screenshot of this face instead. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this face. I'm gonna put Eric's face over the top of it.
We've been to the dentist.
Hey, don't piss off Eric. I know your friends are
Bam. Done. Let's continue.
Do you have anything that can prevent you from doing any walking, turning, anything like that, lifting a leg off the ground? Yes. What are those conditions?
Her face looks like a 7-year-old who got caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
What's that famous statue where the girl's eyes are closed and she's just standing there?
It ain't Justice.
No, it's in fucking the Louvre in Paris.
I think I know what you're.
What's that Greek statue?
Man, I think I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of the name for some reason.
Right, left, right, kick. Son.
Jeff over there.
I don't know the statue's name, so let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. But, real quick, I just want to say her face, this pounding face right here, and the lawyer's just like, oh, this is not going to end well.
See, no, that is the look of someone that
my boyfriend crap out of me the other night.
Wait, what? Whoa. That just got dark.
Go back. What did she say?
She said her boyfriend beat her the other day. Let's finish the whole point.
Okay.
You better be willing to...
Wait.
My
Let's go back real quick.
car.
Okay, did you go to the doctor?
I want to finish. Let's go back to when she was right here, and let's fully hear her out.
My boyfriend beat the crap out of me the other night.
Okay.
And locked me outside, butt naked. I slept in my trunk of my car.
Okay, did you go to the doctor for that?
Wait, did she just say she slept in the trunk of her car?
Yes, she did.
She slept in the trunk of her car.
Yes. Butt naked, apparently. And she didn't bother to go to the police? You would think you would go to the police.
She was warmer inside the car itself instead of the boot.
I slept in the trunk of my car. Like what? Did you just kidnap yourself until you can sleep?
I don't want to mock this lady for it, but on the same token, I have to ask, why didn't you go to the police? And also, if I was an officer, And I'm just gonna say, as if I was an officer, the first thing I would not have asked would have been, "Did you go to the doctor?" I would have said, "Did you call 911? Did you go to the police?" And then it would have been followed up by, "Did you go to the hospital?" I don't think the first question I would have asked was, "Did you go to the doctor?"
I don't talk to the police, so why would I?
Which I would be like, "Well, you were in a domestic abuse situation. We could have helped you."
The American medical system, if you go in for a couple bruises, they're going to charge you hundreds of dollars.
Well, I'm also.
Why the fuck would you go to the hospital?
Well, I'm assuming is that if she reported like she is right now to the officers probably would have been called to her bedside for a domestic disturbance. But anyhow,
meaning that she'd be fucked.
Yeah, everybody would be in a bad situation. But anyhow, let's
She's just making shit up, bro.
We'll see as the video continues on. I'm gonna just not touch it right now.
I don't want to see him get in trouble for it because it's my only place.
But the lawyer's face is just
do you wear
like
glasses or contacts? Okay, do you have contacts in right now? Can you see the tip of my finger without your glasses?
Barely.
Barely? How about, can you at least follow it? Yeah? Okay. And you're willing to do these tests for me? They're voluntary.
Now, I'll go ahead and point out that under the operative law of every single state, no state requires you to engage in a field sobriety test where you do these, follow the pen, walk in a straight line, put your leg up stuff. Every single state does have implied consent laws, but that only applies to breathalyzers and other chemical tests. And there are a couple states, like Alaska, that do require you to consent to a roadside breathalyzer. But no state requires a field sobriety test for alcohol. So my recommendation would be to always refuse. Just say no to any field sobriety test because there's just nothing good can come from it. The tests are so hard, it's very difficult to pass, even if you're stone cold sober.
Threw me outside butt naked, and I should probably go to the doctor about my leg, but...
Okay. So if you feel like you can't do the walking portion, we'll discuss that once we get to it. Okay?
You could just say no to the whole thing.
Can we start?
I agree with the lawyer to say no. Smarter.
No, two things. One, have you guys ever heard of Ron White?
Yes, he's phenomenal.
Yeah, he has that stand-up segment where he's like, field sobriety tests, if you actually think about what they do, it's just an agility test. You want to see if I'm drinking or driving, hop in the car, bitch. Fucking, and then also when it comes to this lady, I don't know if you've seen other videos, but how come women always have the same stuff when they're caught and they don't want to admit it? They always go into that all this fucking bullshit. Why now?
It's because they have basically been told that they are little darlings, they should be handled with kitty gloves, and no one should be allowed to do a nasty thing to them.
Or my
seems like when most women are caught and they realize that they're caught, they do this fake fucking sobbing every fucking time.
Or my personal favorite is the it was this one lady who said that the officer who was white was arresting her and she was mixed. Part, I think it was like part Indian, part black or something like that. And she was like, I'm suffering from generational abuse and that's why she has to drive drunk.
Oh, wow. It was that non-binary chick.
Yeah, and she fucking had a blood count that was like, I think it was like 4 times the legal limit.
And she's like, you can't search me. You can't touch me. You can't arrest me. And fucking, they're just like, okay, you can be searched by a woman or you can be searched by a dude.
Like, oh my God. She was like, I'm suffering from generational abuse and trauma. You can't arrest me because of that. And the officer's like, the fuck are you talking about?
Well, and freaking, she was like, oh, I'm non-binary. You got to call me they, them. Not she,
yeah.
Because
not ma'am.
And
he's radio. And the officer's like, ma'am, I need you to comply.
I'm non-binary. Don't call me ma'am. And then on the radio, he's looking at her ID and, oh yeah, she's we need some help. She's not complying. I'm not a she. I'm not binary.
Oh my God! Yeah, it was.
This is the issues I have with the identify crowd is that they assume we can tell just by looking.
No,
at least the feminists usually color their hair blue. So that we can
her hair was pink and purple.
Don't go near that one unless you're willing to argue with her.
Pink and purple was her hair color. But anyhow, let's continue on the video.
The warning was there then, mate. You should have just let her kill herself then.
Yeah, I'm cutting that part out. Let's continue.
Are you checking your eyes then? Go for it. All right, can you stand with your feet together, arms at your side? Stay in this position and don't move until I tell you to. Do you understand? Okay, can you see the tip of my stimulus?
Yes.
Okay, with your eyes only and without moving your head, follow the tip of the stimulus.
It's blinking. If I have a seizure.
It's blinking? That's not good.
Do you usually have seizures?
I am epileptic.
Okay. When was the last time you had a seizure?
2 weeks ago.
Probably don't need to be answering these questions.
Next week.
2 weeks ago and you're driving now, you would be banned from driving for at least a year here.
Yeah, no, without proper medication, you're not supposed to be driving here in the U.S. if you suffer any form of epileptic seizuring or have had any kind of severe brain trauma or anything that might impact or handicap your judgment.
Yeah, well, like that even with strokes here.
No, they're just talking about turning off the flashing lights. She's saying, oh yeah, it could cause an epileptic seizure with the flashing lights.
Well, the flashing lights are behind her. That's clearly the police car right there.
And also it's daytime.
She's claiming the pin is blinking, meaning it's coming in and out of her vision, which is implying that she's about to have a seizure, because that is one of the signs you're about to have a seizure, is that objects become...
hang on. My question, what kind of pin is it? Is it an actual light pin?
No, it's, so when police do the sobriety test, they get out the pen they use to write notes.
Yeah, so it's a regular pen. It's not like a light pen of, ooh, look at the light.
Yeah, no, they stopped doing that. They stopped doing that because it could legally be thrown out, because if you're shining a light directly into a person's eye, you're basically blinding them, which would mean it would falter the test, which in a sense would mean rigging the test, and it would be wrong. So they're required to use the pen that they use to write, which is an ink pen.
The tip of a pen, yeah.
Yeah, the tip of an ink pen usually.
Or just the tip, just the tip.
Sometimes a pencil. I've seen pencils be used as well.
When I got my fucking sobriety test, it was the tip of a finger. Yeah,
and sometimes officers will use a finger instead, because often the finger is bigger than the pen, so it's easier to track. Yeah. So that means the officer is being more generous to you if they choose to use their finger over the pen.
Hey, I passed my sobriety test, but they still made me fucking take a blood test.
Yes, because they were trying every which way to rescue for DUI. But anyhow, as you found out, the lawyer's advice is correct. Don't take those tests. But let's continue on with the video.
Move your head. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, so we're doing the eye thing.
Same thing. With your eyes only, follow the tip of my pen, but we're going to go up and down. Remember, stay in the starting position. Up and down now, okay?
Oh, God, the camera's got like a freaking blur on it.
Up and down's where it at. Let me show some of that up and down pen action, baby. Oh, yeah.
Okay, Haley, you can relax. So now we're going to move into the walk and turn. So do you feel comfortable?
Bro, wipe the camera off. It's been all the time, huh?
Okay. Is it hurting right now?
Yeah, you can see exactly where it's all swelled up.
Okay. Are you willing to at least attempt it?
I can try,
No,
but I can't
say no,
guarantee
damn it.
anything good because that thing is hurting like a... I know I need to go to the doctor, but...
Again, you could just say no if you have these injuries. Just say no. Nothing good is going to happen from this.
Yeah, amen. Say I fucking want an ambulance.
Cooperation is not going to ingratiate yourself to the cop.
Stand in front of my car. You can put your glasses
No
down.
good is going to come from cooperating.
So what can you
Hang on. Pause
that's
real
fine.
quick.
Okay.
Because you brought that up of I need an ambulance, she could easily say that she hit her head.
Well, guarantee if she went off the road like that, the way that car fucking looked, she probably did fucking hit her head. I doubt she was wearing her seatbelt.
She literally could have said, when I drove into the ditch, I hit my head, so I'm not 100%.
Yeah, not only that, she's talking about how her leg is injured, and then she's claiming she got beat the night before.
Well, she's making excuses, but honestly, if you're a really good fucking liar, you could have just said, no, I hit my head on the steering wheel when we went down into the ditch.
Or,
All saying that smart.
Now off limits.
or she could have suffered whiplash from the seatbelt, because that is very typical of accidents like that, for the seatbelt to strain and then you get whipped back into your seat.
Yeah, all she had to do was say, yeah, I just hit my head when I went into that ditch. No sobriety test would take place.
Because at that point, they would require an ambulance to evaluate her.
To take her to the hospital, yeah. Well, also, she could just say, I hit my head. I feel fine, but maybe a checkup would be okay before ruling out concussion. But no, she was a good fucking liar. She could have gotten away with that shit pretty fucking easy.
Oh, yeah. I agree with you on that one. But let's continue.
I'm gonna limp. I'm letting you know.
Okay. Well,
It hurts. I can't kick.
it sounds like I said, they're voluntary. So it sounds like you said you wanted to try it. No?
Try it.
Okay.
Good,
You don't want to do that.
finally.
Okay. What about
She's listening.
the one leg stand?
No.
I could do it on
No,
this
no,
leg, but I
no,
can't do it on my
no,
legs.
no.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right,
She's
so
a
just stand
dumbass.
right there.
I mean, as you can see, I've got blood running down my leg.
Yeah, that's probably from crashing
No,
She got
it's
blood
from
running down her
going
legs?
or through the bushes. Okay, so stand with your feet together, arms at your side. Stay in this position until I tell you.
If I heard her right, she said she's got blood down her leg. She is a
Dumbass. You're a dumbass.
Well, wouldn't the officer see the fucking blood?
Yeah, that's the other thing. That's why I said, that's why I'm saying she's a dumbass, because the officer would have been like, oh, there's blood. Holy shit, there's blood in your leg. We're going to stop all tests and we're going to bring in an ambulance. And then he would call for a bus.
Or because he thinks she's really, really fucking drunk, and he knows she's like, oh, yeah, totally. You got lots of blood. So let's just get back to that test.
Yeah, that's possible. I mean, yeah. Because we can't see, so we don't know for certain, but you would think
She's
they...
clearly not very smart.
It probably is just a scratch. It's probably just a scratch with a little couple droplets of blood coming down. He's like, it's a scratch. I mean, what are you going to do?
Well, here we say harden up, mate.
I don't even think that there's blood running down her leg. If she was actually injured, he would have called for an ambulance.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. But anyhow, let's continue on with the video.
Otherwise, do you understand? All right, when I tell you to, what I want you to do is lift one leg of your choice, approximately 6 inches off the ground, with your foot pointed out. Look at your foot and count in the following manner: 1001, 1002, 1003, until I tell you to stop. Do you understand?
Yeah, but I can't do that.
Okay, you can choose what leg you lift off the ground.
Yeah, but I can't do that.
You can't do that? Okay.
No, I have a hip problem, and then I've got my knee.
Oh,
Oh, fuck me. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, it's my disability. I'm allowed to mock my own disability.
No, I wasn't referring to you talking about your autism. I was referring to her going, oh, well, now I got a hip problem. You didn't think I mentioned that before?
Pretty fine before.
Too. No,
I got a back problem, my dude.
I got fucking back problems and hip problems, yet I'm capable of perfectly lifting either one of my legs up in the air and holding it for more than 6 seconds.
No, freaking. So when I got my DUI, so my right leg is my dominant, but I started tearing my ACL. I didn't have to have surgery. I was just in a leg brace for like 3 weeks until I could reattach. And it wasn't a full tear. It was just like a partial tear. No, freaking, even I said to these guys, I was like, hey, my right leg's my dominant, and I did start tearing my ACL once. And they're like, yeah, it's fine. Just use whatever leg you think is best. I even passed that with my ACL fucking still out of place.
I'm sure that didn't help with the recovery process, but...
Well, I walk with a limp, but I don't have to have a cane yet.
Fortunately.
I still got to get one. Still got to get a cane. I mean, I show up to school usually in a 3-piece suit with a nice fancy fedora, so if I get the cane as well, then it's going to be straight up, don't fuck with me.
Fucking Pimp Daddy Sheriff over there.
Actually, my authority because it is 3 foot long and whippy.
You know what? That's gonna be your new name in the server. Hold up, everybody, listen. We are now officially changing his name from Sheriff to Pimp Daddy Sheriff. His new name is Pimp Daddy Sheriff.
Sweet Daddy Sheriff.
Sweet Daddy Sheriff. Yes. Yes.
Oh, I hope you got a sister, dude. That's what she might be calling me.
Oh, sweet Daddy Sheriff. Come on,
Daddy Sheriff, you've done something to me that no man's ever done before.
You made me feel in love.
You treated me with respect.
Sweet Daddy Sheriff.
Oh, God.
Answer my messages like Chris Tyson.
The fuck I am.
Fuck.
Seriously, 18 years and older only. In fact, no, 25 and older.
Holy fuck.
Good joke at Chris Tyson. Because he wants people to call him Daddy in the server.
No.
Oh my God.
25 and older only. In fact, none of yous. None of yous are as good as my wife.
No, touching it. We're moving on.
She knows what I like.
Moving on. We're moving on.
I don't want to refuse tests because I want to take my grandson back home.
Well, that's not happening. You're not taking your grandson back home. We all know how the story ends.
I want to take my grandson back home. No, you're not. That's not what's happening. We all know how this story's going to end.
Daddy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. People are stupid. Let's continue.
I haven't drank anything all day long.
Yeah.
I'll pass the BA.
I haven't drank. I got beat by my husband.
See, her fundamental mistake here is that she thinks she can ingratiate herself with the officer out of arresting her. And that just is not a thing that's going to happen. If the cop is going to arrest you, it's going to arrest you. But people seem to think that if they cooperate with the cop, that maybe, you know, they won't arrest them. But that's not what happens.
Okay.
Instead, what happens is they wind up giving evidence that the police...
multiple fucking times.
Bro, you're white. You can get away with shit like that. Anyhow.
She's white too, bitch.
Oh.
So I'm not telling you to be rude. I would never recommend being rude. You can absolutely stand on your rights and be polite at the same time. But if the cop says, hey, do you want to do this field sobriety test for alcohol? I'd be like, oh, no, that's okay. I'm good. No, thank you. And then if he arrests you, then he arrests you. And then you go from there.
Yep.
I tried.
This lawyer's got it nailed to a T.
My car.
Okay.
Listen
And
to
all I
him.
asked was that lady for her to help me get back to Hatley to where I'm not supposed to be at Anthony
I love
Colombi's
it.
house.
When an officer, by the way, here's another tip. If an officer is going, that means he doesn't give a flying fuck, and you just need to shut up and say, I want my lawyer. Just free advice.
Yeah, he's made up his mind.
He's made up his mind. She's fucking drunk, and more than likely she is from the way she's acting. He's now just playing along with it because this is just more evidence that's going to be used against her because she's a dumbass. Hold it real quick.
The problem is, the reason why he doesn't have a tolerance is because a kid was in the car.
I guarantee even if there wasn't a kid in the car, he still would not have any tolerance because she's a dumbass.
You're a dumbass. You're great.
So.
Well, and plus, she's in like serious circumstance where she ran her car off the road.
Yeah, into a ditch.
A cop is not gonna fucking believe you. Especially easily, she could have said, "Hey, I swerved off the road. I fucking hit my head." No sobriety test would have been taken. It would have been, "Oh well, we need to get an ambulance to make sure you're okay."
Yep, and then she would have been arrested at the hospital at that point, or at least detained in the hospital, which is basically the same thing. The only difference being when they arrest you, they have to read you your Miranda rights. When they detain you, they don't have to.
Takes you, you're not arrested. But if you ask for medical services immediately, they would just put you inside an ambulance with no questions asked.
No, I'm talking about at the hospital.
Come back to you and meet you at the hospital.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. At the hospital, they would detain you there, which means they wouldn't have to read you. Well, often
they wouldn't detain you immediately. They would question you first.
Well, sometimes they detain followed by asking questions. It just depends on who the leading officer is in the case. But anyhow, let's continue.
So, are you refusing to do the one-leg stand?
I can't guarantee that I can do it.
Haley was then arrested because of reasonable suspicion of DUI.
I wonder why.
No, you don't have. No, I want to touch my grandson.
And now she's resisting.
Yeah, what's a 3-year-old gonna do?
It's okay. I love you.
Get in the car, please.
You okay?
Sit down. Get in the car, please.
Bobby!
Baby.
Bobby!
Get in the car, please.
I'm gonna come get you, I guess.
Taser.
Hand me the cell phone. Hand me the cell phone.
Mama, I'm gonna get you.
Mommy!
Also, Also, I keep seeing more and more that police officers have sleeve tattoos. I don't know where that came from, but I just kept seeing it more and more.
You know, it is starting to become a trend. I've noticed that. I will say that I've noticed that on a lot of officers. But anyhow, let's continue on.
It's not a blackout tattoo.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Let's continue.
You're gonna do this in front of your grandson?
Yeah, you're doing it in front of my grandson.
Nope, you are.
I asked you to.
Those fucking officers.
And drop him off.
Why is he not just rolling out the window, being like, "Fuck this, I don't have to hear that."
I will go with you guys.
Where's the cell phone at?
They normally don't roll down the window completely, or even halfway, just in case if someone decides to try and kick out the door.
Yep.
That's my experience.
And that tells you where this is taking place. And I'm pretty sure that's Colorado, correct? CO is Colorado.
Aragon County.
I don't know that county. That's definitely not Colorado, but that's a county. That's a sheriff badge.
Yeah. So it's definitely county. I was thinking state officers for some reason.
Yeah,
I'm surprised I will say that I'm surprised state officers or state patrol, whichever one you want to call them, wasn't called out. Wisconsin? Oh, of course it's Wisconsin. Of course. I've heard so many horror stories coming from there. Why am I not shocked?
No, freaking state officers. Honestly, I would love to be a state patrolman. Because they're the literal last line of defense, not even the first line, just not even the middle. They're just like the last line. And last time I saw them actually active duty was when the fucking governor of Colorado was like, "Hey, you street racers, I'm coming after you."
And they said, fucking try me, eh?
So, a little short story, and then we'll continue on with the video. I'm going full screen for this. The county I live in, and I'm not going to name the county for privacy reasons, got in a lot of heated trouble with the state of Georgia as far as how they were handling drug cases. As in, they were not properly following procedure and apparently allegedly selling the drugs to fund the police state. So they were stripped of their rights to make formal arrests or anything like that. They required a state patrol officer to be with them at all times with anything from pulling people over to actually doing the arrest. Like the tickets and stuff like that had to be done by the state patrol officer.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Internal Affairs are the people that ordered it.
Yeah, actually it was the state of Georgia that ordered it.
Either way, someone fucked up badly.
Like I said, I'm not going to name the county, but it happened here in Georgia. So anyhow, let's continue on with the video, and that's a very handsome sheriff. He's probably actually a deputy, but let's continue. Bless you.
Dripping. Like, could you
Oh, now they're dragging her out. What the fuck?
That's what happens when you're kicking around like a child.
Oh. She injured herself, didn't she? Yep.
Okay, where's the cell phone?
Oh.
That car is definitely in a ditch. I can see it on the right-hand side. I mean...
That's not just in a ditch. It's just... Holy shit.
Off the road in the ditch. Like you had time to brake beforehand if you weren't drunk.
Or just... Holy shit. I don't think I've ever fucked up a vehicle that bad. And I've been in an accident before.
Yeah, I fucked up a couple of times. Never been in an actual accident. So, actually, I have been rear-ended before, but I've never actually hit someone.
I did. A little short story. The place I was working at, I stopped to go and get me food because I accidentally left my lunch at home, and it would be like an hour drive just to... It would be 30 minutes to go home to grab it, and then our 30 minutes coming back. So that meant I wouldn't have been able to eat it. So I decided to drive down to a fast food restaurant to pick up food real quick, and I came out of a four-way, which was right there at a light section that would easily take me back to work. So I took that little section out, and I was sitting there, I was waiting for people, and one of the guys called me over because the red lights just kicked on and the other lanes were fixing to get ready to go. Well, I didn't know it, but some lady had speed past the red light, so when I came out to go forward, she sped right in front of me, and I freaking T-boned her. And I mean, I stomped on the brakes hard.
That's her fault.
I was given a warning anyhow, because it was failure to yield to traffic.
Yeah, but that was her fault. She's the one who sped through without checking if the lights were red, yellow, or green.
Yep. It is what it is. I was fortunate that her insurance took care of her car.
And charge the victim while trying to get the person who's actually the perpetrator.
It is what it is. At least my insurance didn't get fucked up because of it too badly. The insurance paid for my car, well, I should say my mother's car, and her car was her insurance. From what I understand, that's how it worked out. I don't have any criminal records or anything because it's not on my record. I have a clean driving record otherwise. But at least the point I was getting to is at least I fucking hit the brakes. I didn't full speed ahead try to hit her and force her into a ditch. Unlike this idiot over here who fucking tried to kill her grandson.
I don't like the guy she had the kid with. You know what? I'ma just get rid of the kid.
I need to drop off my grandson, man. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, ma'am, that's not happening.
Drop him off to the cemetery.
I don't want to be buried.
Each to their own, my dude.
Yeah, anyhow.
Very ditch-like.
Haley, can you hear me? You can't hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Under Wisconsin implied consent law, I am required to read this notice to you. You have either been arrested for an offense that involves driving or operating a motor vehicle while under the influence of alcohol or drugs, or both. Or you are the operator of a vehicle that was involved in an accident that caused the death of, great bodily harm to, or substantial bodily harm to a person, or you are suspected of driving or being on duty time with respect to a commercial motor vehicle after consuming an alcohol or an intoxicating beverage. This law enforcement agency now wants to test one or more samples of your breath, blood, or urine to determine the concentration of alcohol or drugs in your system. If any test shows more alcohol in your system that the law permits while driving, your operating privilege will be suspended. If you refuse to take any test that this agency requests, your operating privilege will be revoked and you will be subject to other penalties. The test results or the fact that you refuse testing can be used against you in court. If you take all the required tests, you may choose to take further tests. You may take the alternative test that this law enforcement agency provides free of charge. You also may have a test conducted by a qualified person of your choice at your expense. You, however, will have to make your own arrangements for that test. If you have a commercial driver's license or are operating a commercial motor vehicle, other consequences may result from positive test results or from refusing testing, such as being placed out of service or disqualified. In addition, your operating privileges will also be suspended if a detectable amount of restricted controlled substance is in your blood. Will you submit to an evidentiary chemical test of your blood? Yes or no? No? Yes or no? What is that? Okay.
So,
Sheriff, so in case you're wondering what that basically means, is that if you do not comply with having either your blood drawn, taking a urine sample, or some other kind of liquid fluids like saliva from your body at the time you read this notice, your driver's license is pretty much so strict. You cannot use it. You will also face fines and jail time for denying taking those particular tests. Those are not voluntary. They're involuntary to an extent. Because even though they give you the option, you actually don't have the option.
Well, I mean, at least he tells her. I mean...
Yeah,
he could have just held her down and freaking taken it.
No, they're not allowed to. If they did that, that would mean the test would be null and void, and all charges would have to be dropped, which would be a grave injustice. It would be a grave injustice, especially considering who's in the car besides her.
Well, I mean, isn't the U.S. built on injustice?
Oh, not completely. You can go fuck yourself on that one.
The building blocks of America, injustice.
Yes.
Why? Because we can.
My American ass. We can hear you, Sheriff. Or Irish.
Forever, bitch.
Nah.
We are the most tremendous country. We are the most tremendous country of all time. How dare you speak about us in such a horrible manner? You are fake news. That's it. Your new name is Fake News, Sheriff.
I'm a history teacher, buddy.
You're fake news. I don't care. I'm the president of the United States. You can be all the teachers you want. I'm the president. It means I know more.
Well, if that's the case, why did Joe Biden fuck up so badly?
Because unlike Joe Biden, I'm smarter than him, but the Democrats can't pick a better president because they're too scared.
Yeah, that sounds like you're coping with small penis syndrome there, buddy.
That's what you fake news people think.
Yeah, I'm gonna get hands up and said, see that? Not a problem here. I was like, yeah, those hands look pretty small, dude.
There's nothing wrong with my hands. They are tremendous. They're made for tremendous breast from porn stars.
Fake ones, you mean? Yeah. For a second and staring.
I'm gonna get canceled for this. I know I am.
Hey, you invited a New Zealander on your show, dude.
Oh, this is more like Biden. And now I'm gonna sniff some little girl's hair.
That sounded like Bill Clinton.
Mama, where are you, Mama? I'm looking for you. I don't see you.
Oh dear, I shit my pants. I did duty.
Now, to the American people.
Oh my God.
I shit my pants for the American people.
Oh my God. Let's continue.
The implied consent law that you have to do. And so they're saying, yeah, you have to do a blood breathalyzer or a urine test. And apparently this jurisdiction goes with blood, which seems a bit unusual to me, but apparently that's what they do. And so, yeah, she says no. And so that is the thing you do have to consent to. So her refusal means she gets a suspended driver's license. Plus, they're going to try to get a warrant and get the information anyway. So we'll see how it progresses. Yeah, she's being a little fighty.
Ma'am, this will progress with your consent or without.
Oh, fuck me.
What are you doing?
How did she get her hand on that?
Stop!
So they tried to loosen them up a little bit for you and you slipped out of them.
So this one goes tighter.
No, stop right now.
I love she's telling the officers to stop. Stop it! No. You're hurting me.
Well, if you had have complied,
you wouldn't be in this mess now, would you? Had you not drank to begin with, you wouldn't be in this mess now, would you? See, if she had thought about not drinking and driving, she wouldn't have this problem.
If you ain't drunk, don't vote for me.
That's awesome. I'm clipping that.
If you ain't drunk, you ain't drunk. If you don't vote for me, then you ain't retarded.
You see, this is the competition I have right here. He makes it fun of retards. But if you vote for me, it means you're incredibly intelligent. I don't care how stupid you actually are.
If you're offended, please vote for me.
If you're not offended by their stupidity, then you need to vote for me, because I'll be the most tremendous president with the most tremendous balls that I'm going to drop on their face when I become president in the next 3 months.
My dude, don't you actually... Why are you mocking him? Don't you support that guy?
Just because I support somebody doesn't mean I don't make fun of them. I support Abe Eric, but doesn't mean I don't make fun of him.
I'm just saying, you might run afoul of some Trumpers.
I don't care, because everybody gets offended by everything these days. It doesn't take much.
Honestly, I think we should switch voices, because I could do a better Trump than you can.
Oh, is that really? Didn't find words.
Listen here, that is not the right Trump.
Goddamn, I fucked it up.
See, that's what I'm talking about. You can't do me. Only I can do me.
Better than you can build a wall.
I can definitely build the most tremendous wall. Why are we having this fight?
I
don't know, but I
just think I do a better job.
I should show this to my mates.
Donald Trump has more illegals than I did in my entire presidency.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never stole any oil. I only got it from Russia. And that's because I bargained the best. I'm the best businessman that's ever lived. Hillary Clinton is fake news. And so is Sleepy Joe Biden.
No, you sound like Biden.
We're not paying Russia. We're not paying Russia. Yeah.
No, this is Joe Biden. And we as an American people, and this economy is
honestly, Sheriff, we do a better Biden than I do, and I have a better Trump.
Yeah, I'm the most tremendous Trump ever. I've got the most tremendous balls.
No,
there's a reason why people make so many accounts about me.
Poor mother has to wake up to your face every day.
You know what, Sheriff? You're fake news, so who cares about your opinion?
No, he would
Shut
say,
up, sweet home Alabama.
Sweet home Alabama. Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are so blue. Oh no, where the walls are supreme.
Our walls are so supreme. We're gonna make Mexico pay for it.
Mexico's gonna pay for everything, and then we're gonna get the money back.
Build a fucking wall. You didn't even get to start building it.
Congress blocked them.
You got a better Biden than I do, so.
No, I'm tremendous. How dare you speak fake news?
The American people, we're gonna do this awesome thing.
We're the most tremendous country in the world. You sound like me if I was sucking on a dick while smoking cigarettes.
You know what? Let's have the audience decide.
I think I sound like a better Trump than most other kind of Trumps.
I'm the most tremendous Trump. I am the most tremendous. How dare you speak fake news?
I know it. The American people know it. And we just gotta get Russia to know it.
You see, here's the thing. If I was in office, Russia wouldn't be invading anybody. Putin would be sucking on my tremendous nuts, and there would be nothing wrong with it.
As me, as Donald Trump, I would make Putin put his nuts in my mouth.
If I was in office, Hillary Clinton would bow to my might, and I would totally get free blowjobs every day.
Hillary Clinton only wants to get fucked because Bill Clinton's not going to do it, and I have Melania.
No. Hillary Clinton's only wanting to be president because Bill got laid in the Oval Office, and she's mad she didn't get that.
The reason why
sound like Dr. Phil.
The reason why they picked Joe Biden and Kamala Harris is because Joe Biden's dumber than a box of rocks, and Kamala blew her way to the top, but she couldn't even blow me out of the water if she wanted to.
Literally a diversity hire.
She really thinks she can beat me, but she cries.
Have the audience decide. I'm at 3%, and yeah, there's no phone chargers around me.
Yeah, let's hurry up. Jesus Christ, this video is going to be like at least 7 hours long at this point.
Man, everything's being recorded.
I don't know what report you're going to file. You're not going anywhere. I don't foresee what report you're going to be offer.
Oh yeah, you like Kawasaki?
Kawasaki?
I'm not trying to fight you guys.
What is Kawasaki?
I think she said, I bet you like cow fucking.
Cow fucking officers.
Good
well,
God.
I mean, we already took sheep shagging off you, so I suppose you're left with cows.
So,
fucking text.
21 minutes. Do we want to continue on, or we want to end the video here?
That's what ended here. It just turned into a dick measuring competition. And
Yeah,
this,
so we're
this video is kind of a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, we already know the conclusion of this video, but how would we rate the video? Epic or trash?
Hilarious.
So golf clap, and I'm gonna say this is a pretty epic video. So we got another epic video. Yeah. It was another tremendous video from Attorney Reacts, so we're never gonna come back to it again.
I'll give her the Trump balls.
So thank you. Now I'm gonna end the video here because you're all fake news. So I'm ending the video. Thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure you subscribe. trying to keep a straight face. So I'm gonna end the video here. Subscribe to my channel, leave a like, and make sure you join my Patreon. Link below. It's the most tremendous Patreon that was ever made. Now you gotta do it. Now Detective's gotta do it. Detective, give the same exact outro.
I can't do the same exact, but I can get them said.
Please subscribe on the YouTube, join our Discord, get a Patreon. If you don't have a Patreon, you're not American.
And this is AJ Timms signing out. Have a great night, everybody. Tremendous balls.